Hi everyone, this is Holly with Blue Barn Fiber. I am about to go uncover our first Teeswater Suint bath. And this is a fermentation method of cleaning the fleece. We started with a wonderful super lanolin rich Cordale fleece. And that is the best way to start these types of baths because it's so rich in the lanolin, which will help with the cleaning process down the road. So let's go have a look and see how our bath is doing. This was probably just an exceptionally dirty fleece. Yeah, fill this one up and then fill it with hose water and drain it in the grass over there and hope that nobody nearby is barbecuing.
Really want to waste this.
If I'm taking the video, I don't have to help.
I do not remember putting this much in here.
So this is the fleece right after we took it out, and now we are going to rinse it with a hose water just to give it a little bath.
Yeah, it seems like this is going to clean up really nice.
Yeah. It was concerning at first because it was quite dark. Oh, but look at how white it's getting already.
Haven't used any soap at all.
We haven't used any soap. Basically, with this process, what happens is the lanolin that is in a sheep's fleece is the sheep's natural sweat. And basically the salts in that create an all-natural, organic, if you will, soap without using any synthetic soap. And so when you let it sit for a few days to a week, the bacteria that are in that are going to help eat away all the nasty stuff and give you this beautiful fleece without any scrubbing or anything. Now, you're still going to want to wash it afterwards. We like to let it dry first, but this takes away probably 6 or 7 rinses and just does it all in one easy step where you can just put it in the tub of rainwater and let it sit for a week and not worry about it until it's time to take it out. I'm amazed at how this is washing up so clean. I would touch it, but it still smells really bad. And what's really cool is that although it stinks to high hell and back, once it dries, the smell completely goes away. And if you get it wet again, the smell does not come back. All right, I am back. I have gone ahead and dried out the Teeswater on our back porch. And this is what we're left with. There's a lot more up there, but obviously I can only wash it in small batches. As you can see, it's kind of dark still. This was an exceptionally dirty fleece to start with. So I have a feeling that a lot of this is just going to be stains, which will be fine if I over dye it browns or really any dark colors. Greens would be great. However, the majority of the dirt is no longer in this fleece. Now keep in mind that I started with an unskirted fleece, and normally I would probably recommend skirting it. I think it would have gotten cleaner if I had, but I didn't have time for that. We just moved, so I just kind of wanted to take the rainwater that we collected and get this started, because I have a lot of Teeswater that I have to deal with. So this is what we're left with. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and transfer this into my dye sink, which as you can tell is very loved and very dirty. And I'm going to use some of the Beyond Clean, which is my favorite soap. Out of all of the wool washes I've tried, it's my very favorite. I love the way it smells. It's basically unicorn, but it has like a slight lavender or maybe lemongrass, I'm not sure. Just a very fresh, very mild smell. So it's not as strong of a smell as the other stuff. And it works wonderfully to get this stuff clean. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up my sink, and I'm going to get this started soaking. And after one soak, I'm going to dry it, and I will show you the final results of what we have after fermenting it. So I just want to go ahead and show you the final results after one wash, a very mild wash after this fermentation process is finished. This is what we are left with, and it's stunning. It's just beautiful. There's a little bit of staining. Keep in mind that this was an extremely dirty fleece to start with. So I didn't expect a snow white fleece. That's just not possible to get stains out. You can have a perfectly clean fleece and still have it be stained, but it's a lot lighter than I thought it would end up being. And I actually took some of this fleece and picked a few locks out and dyed it just so you could see what we're ending up with. A rainbow colorway here. And you can see that luster in these locks is just beautiful. So the overall verdict is that this was a wonderful process, incredibly smelly, but it saved so much water, because normally we have to fill the sink up multiple times. Let me fix that. Multiple times in order to rinse it, and we didn't have to do that. So I highly recommend doing this. And a couple of tips that I will give you is that do not use your favorite gloves when you're touching the fleece when it initially comes out of the wash, because it will ruin them. That smell sticks to everything. I also would not recommend, sorry. I also would not recommend washing the fleece in your house until it dries initially, because your entire house will smell like that fermentation. So definitely let it dry. That gets rid of the smell, and then you can go ahead and wash it once. One wash should be all that you need. Now, it's not going to take away from needing to pick stuff like this out. This is what we call VM, or vegetable matter. You're still going to have to go through the work and pick the stuff out that didn't get dissolved in the bath, but it does make it a lot easier. So that is it. I'm going to make a larger, longer blog post that goes into the details of exactly how to do this fermentation process. I realized that if I talked about all of that in the video, it would be too long. So check out my blog. I will leave a link in the comments. And definitely give this a try. If you have some raw fleece that you want to get clean, definitely give us a go, and I would be eager to hear how it works for you. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.